Isn't it fascinating that the more laundry you do, the more laundry you have to do? Like, it never stops.
I wanted to cry because as I was bringing up baskets on Friday, I knew that there were 4 upstairs waiting for me.
Yeah.
And I just couldn't. I saw your baskets of laundry on the
Yeah.
Instagram. And I was like,
Yes.
I'm just going to fucking do this until the day that I die.
Yeah. Yeah. And the thing is, I taught Justin how to wash and dry laundry this weekend. Not fold, not put away, but wash and dry laundry. And so, like...
Wait. He's a 40-year-old man who doesn't know how to wash and dry laundry until this weekend.
Oh, girl, that's Burnett's son. Honey, who are you talking about?
That man is broken. Good for you. Thank you for teaching him.
He did not know which compartments the soap goes in. He didn't know. And I'm thinking to myself, in your first house, you did buy a washing machine and a dryer. Who used it?
Yeah, I was going to ask. There was a time where you didn't exist as in this role for his, for his life. So what did he do pre-MB?
You know what? I'm going to ask him that question. I don't know. I don't know if he ran his clothes to his mama's house. I don't know if she came by. I mean, I wouldn't. She's the type of person that would do that. If he says he needs something, she will come running. That's his mama. That is her baby.
Yeah.
So, he's not a guy that asks for help. But if he needed help with his laundry, she would do that. She would happily do that.
Well, that's just...
And when I started dating him, I just did his laundry when I did my laundry. So he's never done it.
I mean, that's just boys and moms.
Well, listen, I had to show him, like, and his mind was blown. I was like, okay, so we have a basket for darks, a basket for whites, and a basket for colors. He bought those. That's the system he made up. Even though, like, he understood sorting and the importance of sorting. That's half the battle. And so I go, you're going to put them in the machine. Don't overload it, because then you're just swishing clothes around and nothing's really getting clean. Don't overload it. And then I was like, you put it on, you press it on normal if it's colors or darks, and you put it on whites if it's whites. If it's whites, you're going to put soap in this compartment and bleach in that compartment. If it's normal, you're going to put soap in this compartment and that's it. And he was like, wait, there's no, like, softener and, like, all kind of other weird steps? And I was like, we don't do all that, because the way my skin is set up, we're not introducing more shit that leaves a waxy buildup on your clothes and then gets into your pores, and now the next thing you know is you're going to a dermatologist for a skin problem you wouldn't even normally have if you just stopped using them damn bounce sheets. But anyway, he was like, wow, that was really easy. I was like, yeah. And he's like, okay, so why do we have such a problem in this? Girl. Yeah, this step is easy. It's the putting them in the dryer on time so they don't get that weird smell, taking them out of the dryer, folding them and putting them away that gets hairy, because...
How many times do I have to touch it until it's done?
Correct. And it's not... Amanda, it's not ever going to be done, though.
No, never.
And the way that we use towels in this house, it's never done.
Yeah.
He was just, like, blown away at the amount.
It's copious amounts of laundry. I feel that I empty Quinn's hamper and I come back upstairs and it is already full again. I was downstairs for 10 minutes. How on earth is it full again? But it is full.
But also, like,
crazy.
Why don't the girls put their clothes away?
And they just leave them on the floor and you're sniffing things to figure out what's dirty and what's clean?
And see, I'm not doing that. Here's the thing. If it's on the floor, I don't want to have to unzip my face and become that mom, but I really will. I will flex
Oh.
on your ass if you don't know.
No, every fucking day. Why is there a wet towel on your bedroom floor? And this is both boys and girls. Or I at one point I had a hamper in the bathroom because I thought, Amanda, you've just cut out all these extra steps. They're going to get naked in here,
Yep,
and then
that
they
doesn't
can
matter.
put their clothes. No,
That's
and
what you
so
thought.
they just dropped them on the floor. The hamper
Right.
was hanging on the back of the door. They just dropped them on the floor, and I'm like, guys, can somebody explain to me the disconnect of like reaching up and actually putting the things into the hamper? And they were like, well, if we had hampers in our rooms, we would put our clothes in the hamper. And I was
That's
like,
what they say they would do, and then they don't do it.
they don't do it.
And the thing
Why?
is, I don't know, but they also don't. Girl, some days I go in that bathroom and it's 6 and 7 wet washcloths in the corner of that tub, and I am so disgusted
Yep.
that I am raising animals. And I'm like, what do you see me every day? And it's like, I just want to be seen, okay? Do you not understand what it requires of me every day to make sure that you have clean towels and clean washcloths and clean clothes readily accessible that you can find?
Yep.
It takes up a lot of mental capacity for me to keep those balls juggling in the air while I'm doing all these other things, and it just feels like a level of disrespect that you can't understand. So Justin doesn't understand, like, when I'm getting angry about the clothes on the floor or angry about the pile of folded, because you know that pile of folded, you'll just live out of it.
Oh, yeah.
We're not
Well,
putting
I
it
love
away.
it.
We're just going to live out of it. And now it's all unfolded.
Yes, it drives me nuts if I am at a place where it is clean, but it is in my room in the baskets and they're asking for something specific. I find this happens most with uniforms, gymnastics leotards, things that I have to wash constantly in a week. And I need my soccer socks, or I don't have my shorts for my Leo, and I'm like, I know it's in the basket. Please go take it out, but make sure you put everything back into... No. I walk in, and it just looks like somebody set bombs off in each of those baskets, and I can't see the floor because it is just shit all over.
Well, the other day, see, the problem with the Krav Maga outfit is it's a white shirt and a black pants, so they can't be washed together.
I know.
That requires 2 separate loads, and I might not have blacks up.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't wash a small load. It's got to be a load, or else I'm not doing it. So in the week's time that I have from Sunday to Sunday to figure out when I'm going to wash these stupid black pants. Sometimes they don't make it in there because sometimes I'm also not going to be running the washing machine every day. I try to, but like, girl, things. I used to be able to. I was a master.
It's a lot. You know what? I gave up on the black karate pants, and I was like, because he wears that uniform 3 times a week. And I said, fuck it. Wear a t-shirt underneath.
Just gonna wear it.
Just wear it. I don't have
Okay,
the capacity.
So then that's where I need to be, because just the black Krav Maga pants never made it to their wash cycle. The white shirts did, because I do towels all day long.
Yeah.
But the black pants didn't make it. So Justin's like, They're right here. They can just wear them. They wore them for an hour. And in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, cool molluscum, cool ringworm. They're crawling all over that mat where other COVID children hang out. We're just gonna live like this. Okay, cool. So if that's how you want your kids to live, that's fine. And they went to Krav Maga in dirty black pants. He's like, Melissa, I can still smell the detergent on them. And I was like, that's fine, but it's molluscum on them bitches. And I was so upset that they wore dirty pants. And then they were out of the house. They came back. Everyone was alive. Nobody had molluscum. And I was like, okay, I guess this is the new way of life we do.
Yeah, I mean...
You could just wear dirty clothes, I guess.
It's impossible to stay on top of, because if we have karate Tuesday, Thursday, I might not be doing a load of wash on Wednesday or have enough laundry to put together to do that. So he throws a t-shirt underneath that shirt, and we just let it sit out and air dry if it's a little sweaty, because I'm like, you're just going to put it back on. Like, he's not old enough to have body odor, so it doesn't like smell.
Oh, well, listen, you know who does have body? I shouldn't say this. No, it's amazing. It's just the science of it. I'm not trying to embarrass my daughter. It's just the science of it. I was in charge of carpool for volleyball last week, and they're in there an hour and a half, like learning volleyball drills or whatever.
Yeah.
It's 4 girls. They came back in my car, and honey, girl, I had to ride with the windows down.
Just armpits for days.
I could not believe it. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Because I had not experienced that. I mean, they all 4 came back sweating.
Yeah. Yep.
And I was like, oh. And my car had just been washed. I was like, oh. Don't love that. But like, it's amazing. It's amazing. I spent some quality time with Shalom this weekend.
Oh, that's good.
Preteens, man.
Was it? They're rough, aren't they?
She and I were just vibing and bonding. She is a really cool person. I mean, I know that, but when I'm not yelling at her to do random chores and shit, and we're just hanging out, I was like, wow, okay, you're a cool person.
I feel lately like I'm struggling a lot lately with this part of motherhood where I feel like I am losing touch with Quinn.
You are, but that's okay.
It's like she has this whole other life, and I see pieces of it, and and I feel that we have a close relationship. She talks, to us openly about things, but I don't know. It just feels like I can't. It feels like, sand through my fingers, for a terrible metaphor. And it terrifies me, and it just kind of like makes me very sad lately.
Yeah, it is sad. But here's the thing. She has a whole interior life, just like you have a whole interior life. So like, the second I put it in perspective like that, and I can sit with Shalom and ask her questions that I genuinely want to know the answers to, Like,
yeah.
Not how was your day? None of that. Not like, I see your science grade went up 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. It's still a B. What's going on there? Not that. I mean, where are the A's? I don't.
Are you sticklers for grades?
I'm not breathing down her back because she normally has straight A's, but when things dip down into B's, I don't love it.
Yeah.
Just because your life is really easy. You don't have bills to pay. There's literally no reason why you shouldn't be getting an A right now. Is the material hard? No. You just don't like it. Yeah. Okay, well, that's not a good enough reason to not have an A. If you need help with math, we're going to get you tutoring. Is the math hard? No. Okay, so then why don't we have an A? I don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
But back to the bonding this weekend, like, the girls went to Krav Maga, and so I needed to run errands. I needed to go to Target. I needed to go to Macy's. I needed to go to Mac. So, like, there was a mall involved in this and that, and, like, she got dressed to go out with me, and I was like, oh, that's what we're doing? Okay. So then I, doubled back and got dressed, too. I was like, oh, we're having a date. Okay.
Cute.
And, like, I got to ask questions like, okay, so what happened the day that I dropped you off here and you guys were hanging out? Who was there? Which person was there? Oh, why did he say that to you? Huh. Did you examine why he said that? She's like, I don't really know. So, like, she was giving backstory on why this person feels this way about that person and how this relationship came to be and why they don't understand it and why she gets called emo if she wears these shoes, but this other girl who's, considered popular, she wears them and suddenly she's not emo, but the other girl wears them because I wear them. So, like, really, who's popular here? So, like, I'm like... So it was, like, just fascinating, because...
Yeah.
And also she was taking phone calls throughout the day, so I'm, like, just sitting there being quiet while she's taking a phone call, in the same way that she would have to sit there and be quiet while I took a phone call. So I was like, oh my God, this is a whole person here.
Yeah.
Like, she answered the phone in front of me, which I was like, that's cool, I guess, because, she didn't run and hide in a corner or be like, I can't talk right now. It wasn't any of that. She was just like, and her conversations with her friends, they're full of insight. I don't know what thing they're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
They've got inside jokes for days. And these kids don't just talk on the phone. They have to look at each other.
They
That's the
FaceTime
thing they
every
do.
time?
Every time. That's why Shalom never has a battery.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've just learned a lot. It was very eye-opening.
That's intense. FaceTime every time.
FaceTime every time. But
Wow.
they're not looking at each other.
So why is it on FaceTime then?
I don't know. I was looking at the girl's ceiling. I don't know. But that's what they do.
Weird.
But
Weird.
anyway, I think that if you just change your perspective, it is sad because that was your baby and it was also your only girl. It is sad when you feel like you're like, there are things about this person that I don't know. But if you think about it as, wow, she's developing a whole life inside her mind that doesn't always come out. And if you can like just catch pieces of it and like be a person that she's willing to share that stuff with, just random things, you know? And I don't mean like overbearing, like, you know, I don't mean like T.I. and checking his daughter has a hymen and shit like that, fucking freaky weirdo shit. I mean like genuine, like, in my mind I'm thinking, is Shalom my friend? If Shalom was my friend, what question would I ask after this?
Mm-hmm.
And like, you will be surprised at the stuff you find out.
Yeah, we had this weekend, we green-lit her chance to have a TikTok. So we had to have a long conversation about what does it mean to have an online presence and, you know, make sure that whatever you're posting before you even, you know, hit send or whatever, like ask yourself, would I be okay if my mom saw this? Would I be okay if my grandma saw this? And I was like, you know, whatever you think you're putting out there, even if you delete it, I was like, it is there forever. The internet is forever. And I said, so 20 years from now, you want to have some kind of like public facing job and you did some dumb shit when you were 11. I was like, somebody will have it, guarantee, and you will be fucked. So be smart about what you're putting out and, you know, don't let anybody follow you. So we had all these like long conversations. And then she invited me to be in her very first TikTok, which made me feel very cool, but then she clowned me in the comments or in the little caption. So then I was like, oh, is this just to like make fun of mom? But whatever. She asked me to be in it. She was super happy. But I mean, she had her little, they do this like party for the middle school and they have like inflatables. It's like an after prom. There's like all kinds of cool, fun stuff. And so that was the first time that I've dropped her off at an event like that where there wasn't, you know, a parent or a friend's parent. There was obviously chaperones, but as we're driving there, I'm like, don't accept food from anybody. Don't go off with anybody. Cause it was like at a park, there's like a lodge, you know, that was inside, but then everything else was outside. And so I was like, oh my God, we're having these conversations and she's like, I know. And then she was going to have a sleepover afterwards. So then it was like, you know, we only get in the car with so-and-so's grandma, you know. Yeah. It just felt like very real for the first time.
It's very real. Listen, I know. And she's only 1 year younger than Shalom. It's going to start happening really fast. So like right now you're thinking, oh, this is cute. She's still my kid. No. I feel like for some reason 12, 13, 14 is a different 12, 13, 14 than when we were.
Yeah.
Because they do have all of these interior dialogues and all of these, you know, different ways to communicate with each other. Like Shalom has a private Discord for her friend group. Like what? Yeah, and like it's someone's job to moderate it and like explode it when things go down. Like what? Like they're just advanced in ways that we never were because the technology wasn't there.
Yeah.
But that also invites so much more introspection. But then, you know, when they have a feeling, they can Google.
Right.
We didn't have that.
No, I know. I check her browser history all the time and she's never looking for like anything crazy, but I'm like, oh my God, she has all of this information at her fingertips. And I feel like these kids are way more, like she's way more, what I want to say, like self-aware than I was and a little bit more emotionally intelligent. Her little friend was telling me, well, and Quinn's told me this too, there's this kid at school and he calls her and her friends lesbians. And he comes up to the table all the time and asks them why they're lesbians, and like just like a rude asshole kid.
Yeah.
So apparently he called her one friend a lesbian at this thing on Friday night, but then turned around and was like, "Will you be my girlfriend?" And she was like, "No, are you kidding me?"
I'm a lesbian, remember?
Right. So they were on this inflatable, and it was an obstacle course, and you compete. So like one person's on one side and one person's on the other. And this friend of Quinn's got paired up with this child. And so they're going, and she says, he grabbed me and pulled me back so that he could get ahead of me. And she's like, so when we got to climbing up that wall, she said, I grabbed his jacket and I pulled him right down the wall, and I climbed up and I beat him. And I said, good for you. And I said, did you turn around and look at him and say, didn't you know that lesbians are faster? And she was like, no, but that was a good idea. And I was like, save it. Use it next time.
Yeah. Listen.
But I would have just like cowered and been embarrassed.
There's something going on. No, you know what's so fascinating though? Is like you don't remember, or you don't think that you're instilling like a sense of you don't take shit, you stand up for yourself, you advocate for yourself, you do this and you do that. Like when we're having these conversations with them, you don't think, A, you never think it's clicking.
Yeah, oh yeah.
B, you don't think they're really listening to you. And C, you, because you know so little about what goes on, and they're out of your house 8 hours and you're like, who are they talking to? What is happening? What feelings are they having? You don't know any of that. But like I witnessed via eavesdropping something happening to Shalom, and I watched her navigate it. I heard how she was navigating it, and I was like, dang. And so I said to her, like, later, just later, and I was like, is such and such always like that? And she was like, oh, yeah, that's her thing. Don't worry about it. And I was like, oh, I'm not worried about it. I saw how you handled it. And she was like, oh, yeah, she's like, I don't know why she thinks that that's going to work with me, but that doesn't. And it's fine. And I was like, oh. And I was like, well, do you not like the way that you're treated? She's like, oh, I'm not treated anyway because that doesn't work for me. I was like, oh.
Okay,
and she goes,
good.
And I was like, and so I asked her, I was like, does such and such get treated that way by her? And she's like, yeah, but she doesn't stick up for herself, so I just do the talking. I was like, oh.
Wow.
And I'm thinking to myself, this whole time, I thought Shalom was a dainty, like, just because, you remember their personalities as toddlers and little kids. So,
yeah.
I thought Shalom was a dainty, non-confrontational, sweet baby. And I saw her just be like, no, that doesn't work for me. Thanks, though. And I was
good
like,
for
what
her.
The fuck? But it was like
that's
baller shit, because even I was like, dang.
That's the goal, at least for me, is like, having kids that aren't afraid to be themselves, and, aren't afraid to buck tradition or, go against what everybody else is doing. And I understand that, it's naive to think that they're going to do it all the time, because I think that all kids want to fit in or blend in or just kind of like fall to the background in a lot of situations. Like nobody really wants to stand out.
Yeah.
All of the time. But being able to stand up for yourself in those situations is huge, because I think that definitely translates into becoming an adult and, being able to do that in relationships, and good for her.
Well, then I started really thinking about it, and I was like, oh, okay. She sees how I communicate. Because, like, I don't think I'm having these conversations with her. You know what I'm saying? I think she probably... Justin maybe will say something to me and I'll be like, oh, we're not doing that. Nope. Because it was that. But it's weirder coming from a 12-year-old's mouth to another 12-year-old, So I was just like, dang, like, surely there was probably a nicer way to do it. Like, she wasn't mean and she wasn't rude, but it was also like, oh, damn, okay, I wouldn't say that to Shalom again.
Yeah.
It's weird. And hanging out with her was weird, too, because now she's, like, as tall as me. Her feet are bigger than mine.
Yes.
We have like the same body type. We're just walking in the mall side by side. Also, like, I'm feeling like I can be my true self, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, what is wrong with you?" But not in like an I'm embarrassed by my mom way. In a like, my mom's entertaining and she's weird. For sure, I can't hang out with her a lot, but this is fine.
Yeah.
So I was just like, this is a weird phase that I'm entering with my daughter, and like for the first time, I understood where like Marlene has been with Kira for years and years and years.
Yeah.
Because they're like sister, mom, friend, daughter thing. They have that. But they've always had that for as long as I can remember, you know? Like she was a baby for such a finite amount of time.
Yeah.
So I've known her as like a young woman, and so they hang out and they, you know, share shoes and like stuff like that. And so now that I'm there with my own kid, it's like, oh, this is interesting.
It's cool and it's fun to watch and witness, but at the same time, it's heartbreaking. It makes me so sad. Like, I don't want her to turn 12.
Oh,
because
girl,
I feel like it's just
12 is around that corner, baby girl. You take a deep breath. It's
the other day she's like, all I want for my birthday is a COVID vaccine.
Oh my God, bless her heart.
I know.
Yes. Look at this little fucking humanitarian you're raising. See? On the right side of history. Thank you.
I know. So I was like, that's all you want? She's like, well, no, I want other things. But like, can I please I really want to have the vaccine.
Yeah, but that'll open her world up. Yes, because it opens. Listen, Shalom wanted it so bad. And like Shalom's scared of needles and all that. And she's like, take me today. I'm ready. Like when it was time. Because
yeah,
she saw all her friends who had already hit that threshold. You know, their moms opened their lives up a little bit, and I was not doing that for her. And so now that she is fully vaccinated, her little friends are fully vaccinated, she's in a little group, you know, it's a little bubble of like maybe a dozen kids, but 4 main ones, and like it changes their life.
Yeah. Now, guys, you know that we would never tell you about anything that we didn't absolutely love, right?
Correct.
So, we are coming here to tell you that we have partnered up with Ana Luisa, and we want to let you guys know that using our code, you can shop Ana Luisa's sustainable, ethically made, affordable jewelry.
Affordable is the best part.
Right? And save 10%.
Yes, save 10%. So be sure when you're done listening to this episode to hit up analuisa.com, ANALUISA.com. Go pick out your stuff. All very cute, all very dainty, all very pretty gold. If you're a gold person like me, there's plenty of stuff there for you. The code for your 10% discount, just because you're friends with us, is imperfect. IMPERFECT. It's analuisa.com, and the code to save 10% is IMPERFECT. Imperfect.
Yes. Go shop and then show us what you got.
Oh yeah, tell us everything you got so I can see if I can get it too.
Happy shopping.
What was weird is like we went into Mac and like Shalom was looking at stuff too, and I was like, what?
Does she wear makeup normally?
No, but she was looking at stuff and like curious.
Yeah.
And I was like, huh.
Quinn is super into it.
Oh, she wears it?
She doesn't wear it to school, but she's collected quite a bit because for Christmas, my dad bought her a bunch of stuff. Like I was like picking out like all the little tiny palettes at Sephora. My dad just like, I thought he was going to pick like one thing, and he just like bought everything that I texted to him. So she's got like a nice little collection, and she just sits and she plays. And
good.
She's really good at it. She's better than I am.
Listen, and you got to, not that she needs to or has to, but if she likes it, I say encourage that shit. Not to wear out and not to go anywhere, but like,
Yeah.
experimenting is half the battle. She's going to get that winged eyeliner right one day.
Melissa, she already has it. It's
Wow.
ridiculous. It's so good. And she comes out and she'll do weird things. Like she'll come out looking like the Crow 90% of the time. Like she does weird shit to her face. But yesterday she chose to wear some eyeshadow and she has clear mascara, and so she'll curl her eyelashes and put it on. She curled her own hair. Like she's definitely into it, which cracks me up because she dresses pretty like gender neutral most of the time. She's like not a super girly girl, but it's funny to kind of see that develop in her.
I love it. I just do. Does she wear the oversized everything?
Everything oversized. We love.
Yes. I love
the giant sweatshirts, the giant t-shirts.
See, I pushed Shalom into that, and then she was like, well, I don't know. And then when she realized she was cooler than everyone, and then everyone was going to catch on, I was like, see, why don't you just do what I say? Just listen and do what I say. I'm not going to steer you wrong. Because at one point, Shalom in 6th grade was wearing, leggings, but then the fitted, not crop top, but, the fitted shirt. So I was like, girl, all that camel toe and all them panty lines, oversized is it. Oversized everything is it. You just, hide those things. If you want to, and I had to explain, that kind of shirt goes with jeans because jeans doesn't have camel toe. Mm-hmm. She was like, okay, but wasn't getting it. And then I guess one day it clicked because now when she sees it within her age group, she's like, oh my God, look at that. Yeah. I'm like, see?
Clothes, I mean, Quinn for the longest time would not wear jeans. She's still not a jeans fan. I don't know if it's like a texture thing or just she doesn't like the restriction, but she was always in like leggings and a tunic or a dress. She loved dresses. And then maybe like 3 years ago, she started to have opinions. And so I started to like let her throw in her opinions there. And then now she's just in that weird space of like, she doesn't want to dress like a baby, but a lot of the stuff that, is available to her age is, in my opinion, inappropriate. So it's been hard to kind of like walk that line between letting her feel comfortable and express herself. And also like she went to the mall a couple weeks ago and she came home with this shirt and it is like ruched up the front. It's a V-neck. It's cropped. It's tight, like totally not what she normally wears. And she showed it to me and I was like, I know I'm not wearing it out of the house. I just bought it because I like it. It's like, okay.
I know that shirt. Is it long sleeve or the short sleeve one?
It's short sleeved.
Okay, the long sleeve one is acceptable. Here's the thing. I told Shalom, we cover body parts around here, and it's not to like shame her. It's like not a like. I don't want to be like, what do you call that?
Body shaming. Mormon?
Retro whatever. I don't want to be an asshole. It's not about body shaming her. It's just that you're in 7th grade.
You're a child.
So let's not, because I've seen, because, the kids are now going to dances and, bar and bat mitzvahs and this and that. And I've seen what the girls are wearing to these things. And it's completely unacceptable.
Yeah.
And that's not on some, no 12, 13-year-old should be dressed like a fucking Real Housewife of New Jersey. What the fuck is wrong with you? And I've seen it. They're wearing the dark, smoky eye cutouts on a mini dress that's fake leather. Like, girl, where is you going? Right. And with whom? What's wrong with your mama?
Oh, no.
So, like, something can be form-fitting, but it better be long sleeves. You got to pick one body part, and I would prefer that it be your legs. You can't have your stomach out. You can't have your chest out. I would like for your shoulders to be covered. Spaghetti strap who? We don't do that here. Because once you give them that little bit of leeway to start dressing like a $2 whore, they will run with that. And listen, I get it. There's going to be people that hear this that are like, oh my God, sexualizing your child. That's just a... No. It's a different world for a 12 and 13-year-old.
Yes.
And if you have them looking like, you know, Melissa Gorga at a cocktail party, well, they're going to be treated like Melissa Gorga at a cocktail party. I know we can't say that.
No, I 100% agree with you. And I have that internal struggle all the time because I want to raise a girl who is confident in her body, and I want to raise a girl who dresses for herself and feels good in what she wears and never feels like she has to hide. But also, you're a child and you're 11, and we are not dressing for the male gaze, even though I know that's not what she's, you know, intending to do. So it's this weird place of like, you know, I want you to love the way that you look, and I want you to feel comfortable and confident, but please understand that like different clothes have a different time. So if you want to wear a crop t-shirt and, you know, shorts, that happens at home here, because there are creepy people out in the world who are looking for girls that look like you. And I said, and there are assumptions made, right, wrong, or indifferent. Somebody's going to make a snap judgment based off of how you're dressed because of what society tells us that people that dress like this are, you know, calling in or welcoming of. And I said, so you just have to understand that as a woman, you are having to follow a completely different set of rules, and it's not fair and it's not okay and it's not right, but you need to understand what those look like so that you can know how to, you know, move within them in a way that feels authentic to you.
Yeah, and a lot of that means that you need to look like a fucking 12-year-old.
Right.
Because I don't play that shit. And I've got 3 of them here. So I have to be really... It's hard to get the message right. Because, you know, if Justin's standing by my side and we're having the conversation, it's now this man is saying it. And now we've discounted everything because now Daddy said it. So I don't really like him to have conversations with them about anything they're wearing. I don't even... Like, I'll be... Like, there was one time where he looked at me. She came out into the living room. He looked at me. And I was like... I did the slitting of the neck thing. I was like, don't... You don't say shit to her.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want it to be where my dad said I looked like such and such, because that's a man saying what you look like. And that changes the tone and the perspective of the conversation. I take her and I pull her aside and I say, listen, them shorts are too short. You are too young for shorts that short. Matter of fact, I don't think there's an age group that should be wearing those shorts, actually. And it's inappropriate, and I don't like it. So, we're taking that off. She's like, I know, but you bought them for me. I was like, I don't know why or how that ended up in our cart, because that don't...
Yeah.
We're not doing that. And so, I do feel like I'm responsible for her baggy look and the things she likes, but, like, she is also starting to get it, because the bar and bat mitzvah scene is popping, and she is like, Mom, you should see what this girl wore. Like,
yeah. Oh, I hear that too. Quinn was like, the other day, this girl at school, she had on a tank top. It had spaghetti straps, and it was also cut into a V-neck. And I was like, oh, tell me more.
Yeah, and I think that's crazy. And I don't understand. And then my girlfriend sent me a picture of her daughter getting ready to go to like a 50th for like a relative. And her daughter had on a, what was crazy is I have the dress in black. I was like, oh my God, I have that. But it was a red long sleeve. It had ruching all down the front, but it was a crew neck. You know what I'm saying? So it had ruching all down the front. It was red. It came to right above her knee. She had on a nude sandal. She looked really sophisticated for a 13-year-old, but covered up and really pretty, and braces, and the hair was done. She's like, her makeup's not done yet, but I was like, that looks so cute. And when my friend texted me the picture, I knew the conversation we were having. The conversation we were having was the other children are not wearing this. We immediately went right into it. And I was like, oh, she's going to be the best dressed one because she looks sophisticated. She looks chic, but she also looks 13.
Yeah.
And that's hard to do.
It's a struggle.
because all of the clothes for the girls have cutouts.
And that is, I mean, I was at the store the other day trying to find some fall winter things for Bennett because he's in weird sizes, and it has been nearly impossible. I made a whole order at Old Navy a couple weeks ago. It all arrived. It was all too big. It was too long. It like fit him widthwise, but then it was like 4 inches too long. So I went back to the store, and then knowing that we had to go to this christening on Sunday, I couldn't remember. Like, I've stopped buying my kids dress up clothes because they don't like to wear them to school. They usually wear them for like, 2-3 times in a season. It's just a waste of money. So I don't buy anything like that anymore unless I know that we have something coming up. And I couldn't remember if Quinn had anything dressy enough to wear to this christening. And so I started looking around Old Navy, and I was like, she's not going to like any of this. And so I went into the women's section, and it all, like, for some reason, this like Little House on the Prairie fantasy is everywhere. And I was like, she's not going to like any of this shit. And I had this moment where I was like, where am I going to take her to, I'm not dropping a ton of money for like 4 hours on a Sunday. So where am I going to go to find her something that's like cute, age appropriate, something she feels good in? Luckily, I remembered she had like a cute skirt she bought for the first day of school. So I didn't have to like go shopping, but there's really a huge gap in dressing like adolescent girls.
Yes, because it's literally all whore clothes. I know I'm not supposed to say that. It is, though. It is. Everything.
Are we old?
Yes, everything is that weird pleather. Everything has a cutout at the chest or the back, or some kind of bow or some kind of lattice. What are you wearing lattice shit for? You're a little ass kid.
Why?
What are these stringing you up in a corset for? You're fucking 12. Why would they even make this your size?
Yeah, you're already skinny and you don't have boobs.
Yeah, it's really crazy. I also never buy my kids dress-up clothes, ever. We have the worst time when we have to be someplace dressed up. Like, I'll go the day before and be like, what's this item here? I don't buy dress-up shoes. I don't buy dress-up clothes. Because where are we going? They're not going to wear that shit. What a waste.
Oh, my God. I feel so much better because the boys were easy enough. Like, they like soft pants. So I try to find them, that don't look like sweatpants. We buy a lot of joggers. I bought them each like a pair of joggers that were like made out of a material that from afar it looks like kind of a nice pant, like a chino or something. But it seems like such a waste, and I would just wish that like we didn't have to go nice places sometimes. So
no,
stupid.
that when I see people that their kids are always like, I'm like, where do they wear these outfits? Do they hang them up? Or do they dry clean their kids' clothes? Like, what is that?
Right.
My kids never. For the few things we've had to take them, I buy the outfit specifically for the event.
Yes.
And then hope that Shira can get into it. Like,
right.
I've gotten away with a lot. Because I'm just not buying it. I'm not going to do it.
I used to go over the top for Christmas. Every time Hannah Anderson would put their Christmas stuff on sale, I would buy matching outfits for the children every year. Like, Quinn has, 7 years worth of like a red Hannah Anderson Christmas dress. And then it just got to the point where I was like, why? They're like half naked by the time we're finished with Christmas at my mother-in-law's anyways, because they're sweaty and they're running around and having a good time. And, but we had bow ties and suspenders.
Girl, that took you 7 years to say why.
Yeah. Because deep inside, I am Linda. And with Linda, we were always dressed to the nines.
Wow. Yeah. And that was your tradition. You were doing what you thought you were supposed to be doing.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm Mercy, and I didn't give a fuck. What y'all want? Yeah, I just never. And Justin will be like, babe, what are we going to dress the girls in? And I'll be like, girl, I don't know. Should we go find them something? And, like, I see that all the time, like, because social media has become this place where everything is aspirational. Everything is a fucking lie. And so those pages dedicated to those moms that, like, dress their kids up like tiny adults.
Yep.
I'm like, you're a moron. Like, sure, it's cute to look at. It's one picture, but when their entire page is their kid dressed like the tiny version of them, I feel sad for that lady. Like, I'm like, you just spent so much money for this kid to wear this uncomfortable, crunchy ass outfit that they can't do shit in. You're going to be like hovering over them all day so that they don't get, ketchup on it or whatever. And now who's going to wear it after this? Because it's also trendy. They can't wear that again. What is that?
And they grow so fast.
There's no reason. There's no reason.
No. Well, good. I don't feel so bad.
If it's not a $4.99 H&M dress, then we're not doing that. I just don't like putting kids in Polo, Ralph Lauren, and Burberry, and they have a new Nikes every fucking 6 months. That's crazy to me.
Oh, the Vineyard Vines, the Under Armour. It's so expensive. And if you're going to hand it down, I mean, I can hand down a lot of things from Bennett to Lennox, but at this point, I told Chris the other day, I was like, I think that I'm going to have to start buying a Lennox, a whole new wardrobe every season now too, because unless Lennox starts to grow in the way that Bennett has, I was like, he's not going to fit in these sizes. So I'm going to be like, I've been so good because they're seasonally, have birthdays at the same time. It's been so easy to make that shift and so affordable to only have to dress really 2 kids. It's a lot.
Yeah, I've been dressing 1 this whole time, but now Shalom's clothes don't get passed down because Shalom wears, kind of, it's not going to fit Maja anytime soon. Maja is a toothpick.
Yeah.
And then Maja's personal style is completely different than Shalom's, and I allow Maja to be the person that she is. So Maja likes, long sleeve dresses, and she's a whole weirdo. Who knows what she's wearing? She likes to look like, she likes to wear a hoodie with a long skirt, so she looks like a really cute little Orthodox girl. And then Shira is just her own little fashionista, but also super tiny. And then the clothes that we would hope that we're going to pass down to her, she's not interested in that. That was that year. Like, who's wearing that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So dress clothes specifically, when we do buy them, it's got to be like a chocolate brown knit dress with 3 buttons at the top, where anybody could wear that fucking dress any time of the year.
Yeah.
I don't like trendy clothes. I don't like clothes with words on it. And Shira loves the clothes with words on it.
Does she?
Unfortunately, she don't even know how to read. I'm like, how'd you pick that and all the shit here?
I used to be so over the top with how I dressed my kids. Oh, God.
I can't imagine.
I loved it. Lennox, when he was a baby, he had gold moccasins. He had silver moccasins. He had blue moccasins. He had black. He had brown. At one point, Chris was like, does this baby who doesn't walk need another pair of leather moccasins? And I was like...
Yeah, like where did he wear the moccasins to?
When I would take him out. When we'd go to preschool pickup. I had one mom once when Quinn was in preschool. We got into the elevator and she was particularly adorable that day. She had these little pink leather booties and they had it looked like a Hello Kitty bow. It was red and it was on the back of the booty. I had bought this adorable outfit from a local lady who used to make little girls' clothes. And she was like, every day I see your child, she looks like a walking ad for like a child's anthropology. And I was like, honestly, that was the highest compliment you probably could have ever paid me because I put a lot of effort into my child's clothes. And then I just got to the point where I was like, fuck it. My kids don't care. I'm doing this for me and I'm doing this for other people. And this is a waste of money.
Yes. I'm glad you got there and you said it. I can't
No, Matilda
do it.
Jane. Oh, I could drop money so fast at a Matilda Jane party. Oh my God.
What is a Matilda Jane party? Is that pyramid scheme?
You've never heard of Matilda Jane? My God. It's a Midwest thing. The lady that founded it, I think, if I remember correctly, she had all boys. She's since passed, but she had all boys. and she started making these clothes just because, she was like very girly and very into sewing. And because she would never be able to dress her boys in this way, she started making this clothing line. And it's like you've seen them. They're like the big wide pants with like the giant ruffle at the bottom, apron dresses. And it's like,
that shit is ugly.
No. Mine was cute. Shh.
I assure you, if it was pants with a big ruffle at the bottom, that they were not cute.
So cute. It was so cute.
And it probably had a matching like weird X crop top and then a big giant bow that matched too.
No, so they had these apron dresses, and so they were like, all different kinds of like patterns. It was all mix and match, and then the little straps came over and they knotted through the front of the dress, little pockets.
So it was like prairie
adorable.
Clothes.
Kind of, but like it was very cute and like bright, bold patterns and colors.
It had that whimsical font on it.
Yes.
Yeah, whimsical font means
there was no words on it.
No, but I know, but they were still whimsical font.
So cute.
You know what? Grandmothers love that shit. Grandmothers gift that shit.
Oh, my mom gifted her. She had this outfit. I was so obsessed with it. It was like, again, the wide leg pants with a little ruffle at the bottom. It was like a light blue giraffe print. She had a little matching top, and the bottom of the shirt had a little ruffle. And then my mom had like a little pink Q embroidered on the chest, and it was like a little curly Q. I think the font was Curlz.
Yes, so Curlz Font.
Matching Curlz bow.
Font. Curlz Font is anathema to me. If the tag has Curlz Font, or the sign above that says kids clothing has Curlz Font. There's a store here that everybody gets their clothes at. It's called Denny's. Everybody dresses their girls in a clothes called Denny's. Denny's is Curlz Font to me, and I won't go in there. And my child never wore any of it. It's when they would be gifted it, I would obviously put them in it because I'm a nice person, but I would hope something bad would happen to that piece of clothing. And I would hope that my child wouldn't like that piece of clothing. Oh my God, I hate Curlz Font so much. I need some water. I know what you're talking about.
It was so cute.
Mm-mm.
She had these little black leggings from American Apparel that had silver foil stars on them. I used to take Chris's old t-shirts and I would upcycle them, so then I would cut them into little tiny versions for her and then sew like cute. A little ruffle on it.
No. Why didn't you just make it a t-shirt?
I did. I made it a little t-shirt, but then I would take like a little strip of fabric and I would bunch it up and I would sew it into a little ruffle, and then I'd put like a little asymmetrical ruffle like around the collar or on the bottom. I made her a shit ton of, when she was a baby, I made her clothes all the time, little A-line dresses and hooded sweatshirts, and I had a lot of fun.
Who is calling the landline? I hate asymmetrical.
What?
Oh my God. Hold on, let me let this go. I hate an asymmetrical. There's nothing worse than an asymmetrical ruffle. I feel like asymmetrical ruffle, like you could be looking at something on the rack and ooh, that's cute, and then you pull it out and oh, asymmetrical ruffle.
But on a baby, it was cute.
Yeah, even worse on a baby. Where's a baby going with an asymmetrical ruffle? What's this extra piece of fabric? Why is it here?
Oh.
Yeah, I hate babies with personal style. Like, why do you have personal style? The fuck do you have? Where are you going? You don't even walk. You don't even know what a knee is. Why do you have things on your knees?
Bennett used to have like little page boy caps. We used to buy him these little hats from this company called Gorin? They're like little Fidel Castro hats. The little short baby brim.
Oh my God. If you've ever seen if my children are ever in anything Curlz Font, we're just going to call the whole category Curlz Font.
Curlz Font.
You should know that I didn't purchase it. That was a gift and I'm being a nice person. Like, I like a plain t-shirt, a plain pair of jogging pants, a plain legging. Let's put this plain sock on. Let's put these Nikes on. Let's put the slip-on Vans on. But only if you can walk. Can you walk? Then if you can't walk, you don't need shoes.
Oh, I had these sandals for Quinn as a baby, and they had little squeakers in the heels. They were like zebra print, and it was like a little strap over the front of her toe, and then a little strap that went over her ankle. And when she would run, it would be like...
Hold on. Zebra print is also Curlz Font. I really hate when they do zebra print, but it's not black and white. Like zebra with light pink on dark pink.
Oh, yeah.
Light purple on dark purple. Light blue on dark blue. Oh my God. Nothing is worse. And then when they do that with a symmetrical ruffle, with the dazzle, when they keep adding things, like if Teresa Giudice's kids would wear it, I can't do it. I can't. I'm like getting upset. I don't like when the onesie has a giant embroidered patch on the front. Like, get that crunchy shit off my fucking kid. You know what I'm talking about?
Like, what kind of patch? No, like what?
You know what I'm talking about? Like when it's a designer something, and it's just
like a brand logo?
Anything. Like a fucking tiger head. Whatever it is. But
an
it's
applique?
So, yes. God, I hate a baby in an applique. I think that's so mean to do to a baby.
I love a baby in an applique. Minnie Bowden was my shit.
No. If I wash that thing and that bitch comes out and the fabric around it is flailing, but the applique itself is hard like a piece of cardboard, don't put that on a baby. That's so mean. That baby is so uncomfortable.
No, Minnie Bowdens are nice and soft. And they have we had ones with like a little mouse and a piece of cheese.
No. Oh God. Don't give me an animal.
Quinn had a little horse with like different patterns for the hair.
No.
We had a little, oh my God.
Shira wore a horse dress today, but horse all over print, that's not whimsical, that's one thing. I'm talking about, like, I don't want to see a horse with a long glittery mane. That's not a fucking real animal. Get that out of here. And sometimes my kids want to wear ugly stuff, so I have to allow it. But, like, if it's up to me, I'm not spending my money on that. No, ma'am. Ask your grandma for that shit.
Oh, my God. There was this brand that I was obsessed with called Joyfully, but it was Joyfolie, and Quinn had this dress. Oh, it was so beautiful.
Joyf what?
Folie.
Why the fuck is it spelled like that?
I don't know. But
I
she
would
had
not buy that for
little...
that. I would not buy that for that.
Glitter.
That would infuriate me.
Mary Jane's. She had this beautiful white dress with a tulle skirt and little like jewels on the front of it. Oh my God, it was so cute. Little headband with like a giant poof.
Oh God, no. Headbands with poofs, no.
Until she like started to retaliate, her hair every day was parted on the side. The front of it was pulled back, secured on the side of her head, giant bow. That was her look.
Nope. I hate a baby in a bow. I hate a bow. I hate a fucking baby turban. The baby doesn't want that shit on their head.
Not a baby. I didn't do it till she had hair. You gotta wait till they have hair. I don't love a baby in a headband. Don't love a baby in a bow. Don't need a baby in a turban. A knit cap is the only appropriate thing to put on a baby's head.
Yeah, I hate a dressed up ass baby. I hate it.
I feel bad when people put them in like
fucking 3-piece suits and they're trying to lay there. That's so mean. The kid's uncomfortable. What are you doing? I'm a fucking
so hot.
baby.
Yeah.
Like if it's crunchy material, it does not belong on a baby. If it requires dry cleaning, it does not belong on a baby.
They're going to ruin, like, without doubt, you're going to put it on and they're going to ruin it within 5 seconds. They're going to poop on it or promptly vomit all over the front of those lace ruffles.
Oh my God. What is that brand that's horrible and everybody loves it? And I'm like, that's why when Target came out with Cat and Jack, I was like, okay, now we're getting somewhere. Yeah. Cat and Jack was not tacky. Cat and Jack was really cute, stylish stuff, not too twee, You know, like
Yep.
I don't want it. I don't want it with a fucking little mouse eating a piece of glitter cheese. Get the fuck out of here with that. Or I didn't like it if it was a little mouse eating a glitter cheese on a little pocket on the top, and then the butt had a giant mouse eating that same glitter cheese.
What's the brand that you're thinking of?
I don't know. Whatever it is, it was fucking terrible. Ugh. Anything in that store, oh my God, what's that store? It's terrible. And I kept getting gifts from it, and I was like, what are we going to do? It has one side that's boys, one side that's girls. They really
Gymboree?
they really loved zebra. All the boys stuff was very boy stuff. Like, look at this embroidered basketball with a mouse. Like, what the fuck? Oh my God.
And it was just a store, like standalone
a
their
store.
line.
It was a store in the mall, and it was like coupons were a big deal at the store.
Children's Place?
Yes. Oh my God. If I could fucking throw a grenade into every Children's Place.
Grandmas love that. My mother-in-law loves Children's Place, and she loved Gymboree. That's where she would go for the kids. But she always found cute stuff. I was never upset with anything that she brought home.
Oh my God, Children's Place is the worst. There's another one that's really bad too, and people love it, and I'm like, why?
A lot of our kids, like our Gymboree, our Children's Place, like those all closed in the mall.
Thank God.
I think Oshkosh is still there. I don't like Oshkosh's stuff though. Carter's, we still have a Carter's.
Carter's is only good for basics, socks, onesies, for things underneath your clothes. You don't buy clothes at Carter's. Carter's is horrific.
Oh, they're little fleece-footed jammies.
Oh my God. And the colors would run? Yeah, no.
Not the fleece ones. The little soft fuzzy. My kids exclusively wore that shit for like the first 3 months of their life.
Oh, I stayed in a Carter's for the long sleeve onesie, the kimono top, and the sleeveless onesie that you wear under clothes. But like all of their clothes had too much shit going on. There was a very cute floral collection that came out, and it was like a strappy onesie, and it came 5 to a pack, and it was like, here's a pink one, here's a blue one, here's a whatever, with that little tiny satin bow. Mm-hmm. Very cute. I bought every single one of those. But then they started doing shit to them.
Oh no.
Now it's got a fucking shooting star across the front, but then inexplicably an American flag. What?
Oh no.
First of all American flag baby clothes have got to go into a fire pit. I don't want to see that. I'm not doing that. It's got a chokehold on the black community. I'm not kidding.
Why?
Whites are expected to do American flag, but black people, for a barbecue, will put their kids 4th of July in red, white, and blue clothes, and I just don't. My mom has sent it every year. I buy them the clothes part. Why? They're not gonna wear this. We're not going in an American flag shirt anywhere. I don't Google it. And black people love the Old Navy set, so the whole family wears it. You know, we should ask Matt if that's a thing. If the sales go through the roof
in predominantly black communities
for 4th of July clothes. Yes. Because you have to send your kid to school in the 4th of July outfit. Never did that. As a matter of fact, this week is Red Ribbon Spirit Week. I don't know what that means, but my kids have to wear red. Mm-hmm. I don't buy red because I don't want to wash red. I don't want to deal with red. Red is a liability. You can ruin a lot of things with one red item.
We have our school color is red as well, and the kids all are given, when they go into kindergarten, they're all given like a school shirt. So I hold on to that shirt, and that's what they wear for Spirit Day until they grow out of it, at which point they own exactly one red shirt so that they can put it on for Spirit Day. But all of those like theme days leading up to it, that's just a hassle. My kids don't have sports jerseys. We're not participating in Sports Day.
Nope.
What we had Western Day. My kids don't have boots and a cowboy hat. We're not participating.
No.
Like, how about Pajama Day?
If you're asking me to buy a costume for the kids to celebrate,
Uh-uh.
Like last week, there was Orange Day for not bullying, and I was like, here's the thing that we're going to do. You're just not going to bully anyone, okay? That's how we're participating in this. Don't fucking say shit to anybody, okay?
Yeah.
And don't let anybody say shit to you. There. But Mom, I have to wear orange. Here's your orange cup. Take it out of snack time. I don't have a fucking orange shirt, okay?
It's so stressful. I hate it so much. Luckily, my kids usually don't want to participate, but like, let's just make this easy on the parents. Crazy sock day, okay. PJ day, okay.
Yes. Crazy hair day even. Okay. So you'll have one pigtail and one thing down. Fine. But don't tell me sports jersey day. Don't tell me red shirt day. Don't tell me fucking dinosaur day. I don't have it.
Yes.
Justin gets so upset with me though. He's like, babe, you don't understand. It's like social suicide. You can't send our kids in there and they're not participating. I'm like, well, then you go to the store and buy a bunch of fucking red shirts. I'm not buying a bunch of fucking red shirts because I'm not washing a bunch of fucking red shirts. Go buy one red scrunchie.
Do you have like we have a Spirit Wear shop? You just go buy them each like one. Yeah. Like we have a shop where you can go buy like school branded items.
Well, I also never buy anything with the school's name on it. My kids don't wear that. Because then you take a picture of them and the next thing you know, kidnapper. No, we're not doing that. I'm not even kidding. We're not wearing our baseball uniform to the store. We're not doing that. That clearly says what town you live in. We're not doing that. I don't have a fucking sticker on my car that says, my child goes to, why the fuck am I telling you my business like that? No.
Yeah, no, I don't have those either.
People do. I don't, Any indication of where I'm at or what I'm doing, I'm not putting my kids in that.
I watched a TikTok the other day of a woman scraping a decal off of her car after a man followed her into a store. She must have been advertising her Instagram handle. The man saw her get out of her car, saw the Instagram handle, followed her inside, and then struck up a conversation with her and told her. And she was like, I drove straight to a gas station. I went inside. She was like, I asked for a straight razor. Luckily, he had one. And then she sat out there and scraped. And I was like, you dumbass.
What did her stupid ass think? Yeah.
That's like law number 1 of like staying safe. Don't put identifying shit on your car.
Why would you do that? I don't even when people put like, I'm a proud owner of a fucking Shih Tzu. I don't give a fuck what dog you have. Why are you telling me that? I hate that shit. Or here's the mommy, here's the daddy, and then the 4 kids, and then it's the cat pissing on something. Who are you? What are you doing? Now I know that you have 3 kids and a fucking cat. I know which school you go to, which town you live in. I know that your Blue Lives Matter. You just told me everything. Why? I don't get it.
Covered in stickers. It drives me nuts.
Oh, he has band stickers on his car?
Oh my God. We have Less Than Jake heads. We have, what's that one with the heart and the arrow? Alkaline Trio. I think there's an Alkaline Trio sticker on there. What else? He has a lot of stickers, and I was like, this is a nice car. It's his everyday car. He only has one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Please on just the window, right? Not on the actual body of the car.
Just on the window. So he has, let's see, there are, I think, 2 on the rear passenger side, 1 on each side. And then there are stickers on the rear window. He's going to listen to this and be like, why don't you like my stickers?
Nobody likes them, Chris.
I was at Trader Joe's like a month and a half ago. And as I was going to get into, I drove his car. And as I was going to get in the car, the people getting into the car next to me, their license plate said MST3K. And I said, are you Mystery Science Theater people? And they laughed and they said, yeah, we are. And they're like, we love your da-da-da-da-da, whatever on his car. And I was like, I have no fucking clue what that is. This is my husband's car. But I'll let him know that you liked it.
Wow. Well, I'm biased and disgusting If a person has a glass straw sticker on their car, I'm like, listen, I fuck with it. That's cool. But I
anything
haven't
else,
had
no.
stickers on. I haven't had stickers on my car since like sophomore year in college. And I used to have all the stickers on my car, and I used to be very particular about placement. So I had
Like
a baby.
what?
Oh, bitch. I had a sick of it all sticker. I had a clutch sticker. I had a Operation Ivy sticker. I had a 411 sticker. I had a baby Gopal sticker just so I could be like, y'all ain't even up on that. You don't even know what that is. I had an Into Another sticker.
Wow.
I had a pro-choice sticker. Like, I was cute.
Yeah.
I was cute. But then one day I was like, what am I doing? What? No one gives a fuck if I listen to a random obscure band called 411. What do we let me take this off. But I used to be a sticker person.
I do like to see them on other people's cars. I'm always interested to see what people keep on the back of their cars.
It's interesting because when I see Blue Lives Matter, I will like change lanes. It bothers me that much. I don't want to be by you. What if we get into an altercation? What if I accidentally hit the back of your car not paying attention? I don't want your car anywhere near me because now you're in my life. We got to call the insurance company and you're I'm not having this conversation with you. I just try not to be on the road with anybody that has fucked up shit. I don't like fucking, what's that one? 1770s. Get the fuck out of here.
No. There's a giant eagle overlaid an American flag across the back window of your pickup.
I hate
Let's not do that.
I also, listen, sometimes, like, I don't like a fisherman. And I know that that's bad. What's a fisherman do? The fisherman didn't do nothing. That's an innocent man who likes fishing. But the connotations are there, and I don't like it. Because all it takes is, you'd rather be fishing, and then the next thing you know, I'd rather be lynching. I'm just not doing that.
It's a really big jump.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I bet we have people that listen to this podcast that enjoy fishing who also don't want to kill people.
Actually, the coolest person I know a guy who's a fisherman, and he's fucking really awesome and an amazing graffiti artist. So I should take that back. But still, it has a connotation. Like hunting people, people that go hunting. I think that's gross and weird.
I saw a car the other day that had a "Hail Yourself" and an SSDGM sticker, and I was like, should I slow down and pull up next to this woman and be like, do you want to be friends? Because all of her stickers were like, those are all my interests. And I was like, I bet she'd really like this podcast. Maybe I should.
What's SSDGM?
Stay sexy and don't get murdered. Or stay saved and do God's missions. I'm just kidding.
What?
No, this. Okay, you don't listen to My Favorite Murder, so this isn't going to be interesting to you, but they say at the end of every episode, stay sexy and don't get murdered. And so somebody that listens to the show had purchased a t-shirt that said SSDGM on it, and her mom saw it, and her mom was like, what does that mean? And the girl was like, stay saved and do God's missions. And her mom was like, oh my God, I love that. I want one too. So she bought one for her mom. And so now her mom unknowingly walks around with this t-shirt that to murderinos, they automatically recognize it and they think that, you're one of us, you're in the club. But the mom thinks that it means stay saved and do God's missions.
Oh, like what would Jesus do?
Yeah.
If I see WWJD, I don't like that either. Not murderinos.
Murderinos. My friend in college started a website called WWUJD. I think it is still a thing. And it stands for What Would Uncle Jesse Do? And he created a Twitter specifically written in the voice of Uncle Jesse. He created a website specifically written in the voice of Uncle Jesse, like very invested in this whole thing. I think he still runs it.
Not Uncle Jesse. Does John Stamos follow him?
I think that he's commented a couple times.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
It's not all for naught.
Right.
Hold on a second. I hate that creation fish. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, like the one with the legs on the bottom? Or just it's called an ichthus?
Whatever the fuck. I hate that.
I like the one that says Darwin and he's eating all of the other fish.
Oh, I hate that one. I hate, so like, I even hate the ones that I agree with. I hate, the Darwin one. Oh, I hate when they go a step further and get the metal one.
Yeah.
What is you doing? I hate, all of it. I do. I hate all of it.
I hate the ones that are like, I love my grand dogs. Really? Is that a thing? I think that's a thing.
Plant mom. Dog mom. You're an asshole.
Boss babe.
Oh, I hate a boss babe. You're not a boss babe, okay? You just zoomed past me in your baby blue RAV4. What bossing and babing are you doing?
Selling leggings.
Yeah, stickers are a no-go for me. The only stickers I agree with is like, oh, damn, she really paid the fucking $1,000 to park at that train station. Bitch rich.
Oh, I hate a baby on board.
I hate baby
I hate
on
that.
board. And then they try to make it cool, like baby in this bitch. And you're like, yeah, I get that should be cool, but it's not.
How about the one that says there's hella kids in here? Have you seen those?
Never seen that.
I think that this is our new spin-off podcast called Shit We Hate.
Is it honk if you fucking hate everything? That's me. I do, though. But you know what I do like, though? What I do think is acceptable? I like the little satin flags with the fringes. So, like, a person that's, like, really proud that they're Dominican. I fuck with that. That's cute. Little Puerto Rican
Where do you
flag.
put that?
They're little flags that dangle from your mirror. Those I
I
like.
don't think I've ever seen one of those.
Oh, my God. Welcome to New York. You have to. Glassjaw, those are such a New York thing. There's a Glassjaw one.
Oh, really?
I had that on my car for years. A baby satin flag with the fringes around it, but it was a Glassjaw
How
flag.
big is it?
It's cute. It's like the size of your driver's license.
Oh, wow.
And it just hangs from your little rear view. That I'll do.
Yep.
That's cute.
But
I can do that.
I'd have to hang an American flag, and who wants to do that?
Ew, yeah, you can't do that. No. It has to be ethnic. It can't just be... You know what? I'm going to tell Justin we need to make Imperfect Strangers satin flags.
How
100%.
cute.
That would be really cute and New Yorker of us. And then on one side it'll have Curlz Font, since that represents you and what you like. And the other side will be like the continent of Africa inside of a Filipino flag.
Just be black, straight black.
Wow, Curlz Font. Okay. This was
It was
illuminating.
cute.
It always is.
Stop
And I
it.
can't wait for you to send me all of the pictures of the outfits that you had.
Oh my God, they were so cute.
And then for everybody to be like, Melissa's such a judgmental cunt. Can't wait. This is their favorite content here. Melissa's an asshole again. Here we go.
No.
I'll just take one for the team. You were like, it's so cute. I was like, no, it's not.
It's
That's
adorable.
disgusting.
Just wait. I've got cute outfits. My kids did not look like assholes. I promise.
She said a newsboy cap. Okay, girl. Send it over.
Oh my God. So it was like pink, like gingham check. Oh my God, it's so cute.
Oof.
I will. I'm going to find it.
She said Curlz Font and wasn't mad at it. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Wow, another controversial episode in the can. Curlz Font. Listen, guys, thank you so much for listening to this podcast. If there's anything I said on this particular episode that ruffled your feathers, please, just have some grace. I'm judgmental and stank. I apologize. I like your over-the-top fashions if you dress your kids like that. It's great. I don't know who I am. I'm just a curmudgeonly old hag. Don't worry about me. Thank you so much for listening to this podcast, Imperfect Strangers Podcast, your favorite podcast that you can't wait to hear every Friday. Yippee! We have new episodes every Friday at midnight. And of course, as you know, you can come back here on Monday to discuss this episode or not. on our Monday Night Lives, which you will find on Instagram, which is a wonderful, bountiful source of information about our podcast. Instagram is imperfectstrangers_podcast. We have the interactive story there. We have summaries for each of our episodes. And it's just an overall good time. You know, a nice little added visual for the show. You can follow us on Twitter, imperfstrangers. You can hit us up on Patreon. You know we have bonus content. We have newsletters. We have the Monday Night Lives if you missed them. And, you know, they're really good as leftovers. Second day heated up in the microwave, baby, those Monday Night Lives are tasty. Also, thank you for supporting our sponsors. When you support our sponsors, you support us, this little podcast that could. What else, boss lady, am I supposed to say? She's not here to remind me of everything I'm supposed to say, but you already know everything. If you like our podcast, please be sure to find the time to give us a rating and a review. 5 stars only. Tell us how much you like us. Tell us how judgmental Melissa is. Whatever you want, just make sure it's 5 stars. Next week and the following week, for the next couple of weeks, we're going to have some guests on the podcast, so please do look forward to that. Maybe one of your stranger friends that you know from the chat, that you know from the Discord, will show up and have their very own episode. So listen for that. Again, thank you so much for your support. We really do mean it. Have a great and safe weekend. And if that vaccine becomes available for your children, stab them up, baby. Bye.